we've got a new addition to the garage home gym. It is a new power rack that we are gonna be setting up right back there in the corner of the garage. First things first, let's unbox this bad boy. And you already know how we do it, Viking style. I gotta say, having an axe for unboxings, not only is it awesome, it's actually quite effective. Much easier than using a knife. Now, I've done quite a few power cages in my day. So what we're gonna do is open everything up, organize all the pieces to make it much easier to put together, because these things can take quite a while to put together, especially if it's your first time. Now this is the RITFIT power cable with cable crossover machine. So it's basically a power cage with all the bells and whistles that you need. So when you get this thing, just refer to the manual. It's step by step, just like building any piece of furniture or anything like that. Follow it to a T, take your time, make sure everything's done properly, correctly, and then we'll see what the final product looks like. We'll test it out. I'll show you guys all the features, and then you can decide if this is something that you want to add to your garage gym. I'll run through all the prices and everything on their website, show you guys where you can get it, and then that'll be it. So just your typical nuts and bolts. If you have a second pair of hands for stuff like this, definitely helpful to have someone to help you out, especially when you get to the parts where you're gonna have to hold up pieces and you're building the top pieces of the box itself. Definitely easier if you have a second pair of hands, but it is totally doable by yourself. Now, like, this is where a second pair of hands would really come in handy when you gotta attach two pieces like this. Luckily for me, I just leaned one side up against the wall, attached it, and now I'm attaching the second side on my own. But this could be an issue if you're, not able to hold it up and get everything seated in place to attach the two sides together. But where there's a will, there's a way you can make it work. And just like that, you got the piece set up, you got the two sides attached, and we're ready to get this show on the road. I got pretty lucky with my little floor mat cutout. It's a perfect fit. So far right here, this is my floor mat cutout that I got, and it just happens to be just the right size for this to fit. I don't want to bore you guys too much with the actual building process unless it's something you like to watch and you like to see how these things get pieced together, or if you prefer just to get to the actual product itself, build it up quick and then test it out. Let me know in the comments what you guys prefer. I want to make this kind of as organic as possible, just like you're hanging out in the garage with me, helping me build it. Let me know what you guys think about that. All right, we've got the 4 pieces set up, coming together fairly quickly, a lot quicker than would have the first time around building a power rack. So I'll show you guys real soon what it's gonna look like when it's almost finished. Now, unfortunately, one of these rings that's supposed to be housed here is missing. This is the piece that is gonna go on the top here to be connected for the cables to run through it. So you can see this one's got 3 here, and then the 1 here. We should be able to still make it work. I'll get in touch with them and see if we can figure out how we can solve this problem. But hey, that's life. You run into problems that you did not expect. You just roll with the punches and you keep it going. All right, we got the top pieces set. How we looking so far? I'm gonna show you guys, look at this, starting to come together. It's coming along. So let's see what's next. Now, just some real talk. I've worked with a lot of brands, people sending me stuff. I have to interact with people from various companies. RITFIT, this company that sent me this power rack, has definitely been one of my favorites by far. They just act like human beings, right? A lot of companies will just send you stuff and then they expect like, oh, this, they talk to you like they're robots. You don't even feel like you're communicating with a human being. Whereas RITFIT, whoever I've been dealing with from RITFIT, has been amazing to work with. A lot of other brands, not all, and I'm not gonna name any, but just come off kind of douchey, and a lot of times I've even sent stuff back. They'll send me stuff, I'll go through it, I'll make the video. I get it, like they want a video to be a certain way. Totally get it, but they come off like dicks about it, right? And it's like, really? Come take your shit. Send me the return slip, I don't want it. Just because you sent someone something for free doesn't mean you get to treat them like shit. And that has never been the case with RITFIT. I've worked with them for several months. They've sent me lots of stuff. I've done reviews, I've done lives. Really great company, at least in my opinion, in my experience working with them, have been amazing. And there it is, their logo, which is pretty sick. Got that metallic finish on it. That's gonna go right up here. We're gonna, oh, don't tell me I hung the wrong, oh no. Damn, I put the wrong cross beams. So instead of going at the top, the logo is going in the middle. It is what it is. And then this has gotta be my favorite part. Whenever you get like a new TV or something fancy, right? You know how they have that little laminate finish on the top of it, just to protect it from scratches and stuff. I gotta say, man, peeling it has gotta be one of the most satisfying. Oh no, so satisfying, look at that. I mean, I love it. I love peeling off that finish. Some people like to keep that on there. I'm like, what the hell, man? This is like the best part. Look at that. Ah, amazing. RITFIT. Beautiful. All right, here it is. The box is done. Since we are missing one of these rings, I just contacted the company. Instant response from them saying, we're so sorry about everything. They're gonna send out the missing part. I'll get it in there, and then we will set the cables up and show you everything that this power cage can do. So I was just messaging with the company, and they were asking me what's the missing part so they can get it sent out to me. I saw that the bolt for the missing wheel, one of these bolts was just lying there in the box because a lot of them were loose, so they came apart. Thinking like, if the bolt is here, the wheel has to be here, unless it was dropped in the warehouse or something. Sure enough, lodged in here was the wheel. Right there. When I just looked from above, I can get it out and back out here. So we are not missing a wheel. RITFIT, thank you guys. Sorry for the trouble. And just so you guys know I'm not bullshitting, here's the screenshots of the message that I sent them, and they were like, oh, we're so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, moving on, let's finish this bad boy off. And my daughter wants to say hello to everyone. All right, we need to go to bed soon, right? It's bedtime. Yeah. All right. So, you guys remember when I said that I'm gonna just keep this logo in the middle because I put the wrong crossbeam here? I was wrong. This thing has to go up top because that middle crossbeam has special slots in it for other parts of the power rack. So, don't do what I did. Just follow the instructions. Otherwise, you're gonna do what I'm doing right now, and you have to go back and take stuff off and put stuff back and replace parts that should have gone where they originally should have gone. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, follow the instructions. Don't try to do your own thing. Now, this is probably the most confusing part, is doing the actual cable, because the way it runs through the machine, I'm gonna show you guys, the cable has to run through all of these, right? And it's gonna go up through those, back down and through here. It's gonna loop through the whole machine, and if you have to loop it exactly right. I'm gonna give it a few tries, and I'm gonna show you guys how it should look when it's done. If you have trouble on the cables, I wanna know, because these things have been giving me a nightmare for the last 15 minutes, trying to wrap my head around how to run them through this thing. Okay, so I think I figured it out, though the instructions don't really spell it out, but this piece obviously will fit through here. So you're gonna run it through here, up and along into that one, across into the other ones, and then up and down, and then it'll lock out with the other side, because the other end is like this, and this is not gonna fit through it. So you have to run it through using the smaller end, going properly through the wheels. Okay, so if you're confused when you come to this section, I hope this little piece of wisdom will help you out. So when you're trying to figure out how this is gonna go through, just think right here. This is the line that you're gonna follow. So this is the direction that you're gonna feed it through, like I was showing you with that smaller side. So it goes in here, just like that, goes up, which is here, and it just follows like this. It goes down and around, up, down, just like that. So feeding it this way. Hopefully that helps you guys. Yes, we've got it. We got it, okay? Finally, I've seen so many videos where people are like, I got confused with the cables if you've never done it before. It's not as hard as it seems at first once you figure it out. As you can see, it's running through properly. So this pulls out and it pulls back. So this is where you start feeding it in. As I was showing on the diagram, it goes up and over, hits that first wheel, comes down under this wheel. Now this wheel, I couldn't get it to fit, so I had to unscrew this bolt, pop this wheel out, feed it through, and then pop the wheel back on top of it and tighten it. Goes back up, over that wheel, and it's like tracks. So you got to get it into that track on the wheel right here, and it just goes in perfectly. This one goes under, comes down here, under this one, comes up and attaches right here. And this piece is adjustable. And then that's your cable setup on your power rack. Now at first glance, this is the basic power rack when it's finished, but RITFIT sent me more. So before we finish this off, there's actually a whole other piece, and this is the Smith attachment that goes with it. Now, this is not your average power rack. So what we're gonna do next is go through and test out each piece and show you exactly what this thing is capable of. Now they were kind enough to also send me all of these attachments for the cable machine. These are clutch when it comes to those pulling exercises. And they sent the whole bundle, all the good stuff. These are really clutch. A lot of gyms don't even have these nowadays. These are really good for when you wanna really get that back workout in, get those pulling exercises. See, like all these little changes between the different attachments. So you can go wider and you get that deep grip. I'm gonna have literally every size. The quality on these feels amazing. Here's the full set. I'm gonna show you guys how they all look. I'm gonna show you the basic attachments that come with the power rack, and then these are bonus that you can order on top of what you get with the power rack. So I'm gonna show them side by side just to give you a comparison of how they look and the difference between the two sets. So right here, you have, we'll call this the bonus set, and then this is the standard. These are the standard attachments that come for the cable attachments for the power rack. So check it out. We got some more things too. So we got the rope attachment for doing the tricep and bicep exercises. We got these attachments here. So we basically got the whole gym setup from RITFIT. Oh man, this is so sick. This is literally all the attachments you're gonna find in your high-end gyms nowadays. And these are really good quality, goddamn. So obviously, these are a big step up from the standard ones that come with the power rack. So if you wanna spend a little extra money, get yourself the high quality stuff, these will come in clutch for the workouts. But wait, there's more. We've also got this weight bench for the workouts as well. Now this thing was super easy to put together, and it is very top-notch quality. So fully adjustable from the top. You can raise it up, you can raise the seat up, and it's got the ones where it just latches in, so you don't have to worry about it popping off. It's got the wheels on the back, it's got the padding here on the bottom. You got these rubber pads so you don't scratch up your garage floor or your mats or whatever, which is pretty cool. It's heavy, so it's very solid. This is the perfect bench for doing your heavy lifts. Got the RITFIT logo on there, of course. And I mean, look at that. And you got the metallic finish, fully adjustable from both ends. This piece, you just raise it up. If you wanna go higher or lower, the seat fully adjusts as well. And you got the wheels on the back. So if you wanna position it to where you wanna go, grab that handle and just wheel it right up to your power rack. And of course, you need the weights to go with the power rack. So they sent over a full set of bumper plates. Let's open these up. Let's see how they look and throw them up on the power rack. Oh yeah, look at that. Now this is slick. I love it. I wonder what colors all the different weights are. Maybe each color has its, each weight has its own colors. These are for 35s, yellow bumper plates. These are 25-pound plates. It's like a color reveal. Green for 25. Look at that. That is slick. These are the 15s. Color reveal for the 15s is black. Black for 15. Let's see what color the 10s will be. We got gray for 10-pounders. Now let's walk through all the features that this power rack offers. I'm gonna show you guys pretty much everything that it can do. That way you can have a good idea of what to expect if you end up buying this one. This one does a lot. It's the best power rack I've ever gotten. And I've gone through several different power racks from different brands. So you got your pull-up bar, you got your Smith here, and I'm gonna give you guys a close-up look at all of these pieces. So you got these here for putting your bar, and these are fully adjustable. You got your safeties. You got your dip bars back here, which can be taken off and adjusted, or just taken off altogether if you don't want them there. I got my weights back here on the back, so you can set these up on both sides. I want this side clear because I'm gonna put something else there. And then obviously you got your cables, right? The ones that I showed you how to set up. And then you throw the plates on here, and I'll show you guys how that looks in a second. You grab your cable, and you can do all your cable exercises. And then obviously, all the attachments. Look at this, got the whole shebang all in one place. I got their squat rack and their hack machine squat from RITFIT over there as well. But this is basically all you really need. All right, so you got your Smith, obviously, right? And this is for doing your Smith machine exercises, right? Set up here, set up sitting on the bench. You can do your squats with the Smith on your back here, safely rack and re-rack, without worrying about failing from doing free weight exercises. So I love that this is here. And if you don't want to do the Smith, you just set it up high or low, get it out of your way, and do your bar exercises on here. But I think where this really shines is the versatility of it. So if I want to do calisthenics, right, in between my sets, I can hit the pull-up bar, I can hit the dip bars over there. So you got this pull-up bar with all these different attachments. Do your standard reps, you do your wide reps, neutral grip reps, this inner grip reps, and then you have these dip bars, which are adjustable. So these pop off, and you can adjust them to be as wide or as close as you want for your dipping exercises. Pretty cool. And if you just don't want them at all in the way there, pop them off, throw them on the side, pop them on when you want to use them. Now let's test out these cables. We'll do standing pull downs or from a kneeling position. So let's just say, I want to do pull downs here. Let's get this out of my way. Everything is detachable. Swap out the attachment. I want to do some wide pull downs. Make sure you use the bigger carabiners for these larger attachments that they send with them. Just swap out the small one for the bigger one. So we throw this on here. All right, right there. We got 50 pounds on the cables. You're set up. That's really light, but yeah, I mean, it accomplishes the goal, and you can do it. You can pull the bench up and do all these exercises right there. All in all, this is probably, like I said, the best power rack I've ever owned. I love the versatility of it, right? It's your average power rack, but it's above average in what it offers. It's got the Smith attachments. It's got everything that you need to do your home workout. Pair it with, a few bells and whistles, extra pieces that you can get with it. And I mean, it is the ultimate home gym. You will make some of these commercial gyms look like a joke. RITFIT, check them out. I'll drop a link in the description if you guys decide you want to get one. Thank you, RITFIT. Huge shout out to them for sending me all this stuff. I honestly was shocked when I received the shipment. Huge shout out, huge thank you to you guys. I love working with you, and there will be a lot of future videos coming your way with this power rack, with all this stuff. We'll be doing gym workouts and home workouts, hybrid approach. The full body workouts are coming. As always, smash that like, smash that subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Boom.